Hello and good evening and welcome to Waylanders Wondering, where we're going to go through the Games Workshop Sunday Roundup yet again on today, Sunday the 11th of February 2024. And moving on to all the news that is news, we will kick right off. Okay, kicking off, we're looking at the Space Marine Captain in Terminator armor with bolt gun there, who also comes with optional assemblies for a combi bolter with melter and flamer. The head comes as helmeted, unhelmeted, bald and, well, not bald, and with a nice big tin plate in his bonds. You can also arm your captain with a power sword or power fist, and choices of purity seals or cloth tabards hanging from the waist. This lovely multi-piece kit is coming to stores to pre-order next week. Moving on, we're looking at the Space Marine Heroes of the Chapter, which is the Phobos Armoured Lieutenant, the Apothecary, and the Stern Guard Veterans, as seen in Leviathan during that release. I believe that these look exactly the same as the Leviathan ones, so these are all nice push fit, single pose, single loadout figures, but nevertheless they're very, very nice. Nice and easy to put together, nice and easy to paint, and some lovely detail on that Apothecary and Lieutenant. All very good. By the way, are you a lieutenant or a lieutenant type of viewer? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, moving on, we're looking at the Space Marine Ballistus Dreadnought, again from the Leviathan box set, and isn't this a wonderful, wonderful miniature? This is absolutely enormous, by the way. This guy is huge, and again, as a push fit miniature, it's nice and easy to put together, nice and easy to paint, and you know, I've been fielding mine and he's great. He, to put it bluntly, kicks the bejesus out of everybody. And last but not least, from the Space Marine side of the breaking these teeth in, the Leviathan box set, we see the Infernus Squad. To combat endless swarms of Tyranid, Space Marines can trade their rifles for Pyre Blasters, long barrel flame weapons that burn hotter than a regular flamer. These Infernus squads are horrifically effective at torching and lightly armoured troops and shattering enemy morale with a few well-placed bursts. And again, these are multi-push fit miniatures, so nice and easy to put together, nice and easy to paint, and I particularly like the pose on the sergeant drawing his combat knife there. All very good. Moving on to Warhammer Kill Team, the Space Marine Scout Squad is coming up for pre-order next week to be bought separately. This is the squad that featured in Kill Team Salvation. See my Instagram link in the down below to see how I painted mine, and these again are really, really nice miniatures, and unlike so many of the particularly Kill Team where everyone's a character, these are miniatures without too much faff, too much fuss. These are nice, simple miniatures that come together and make an absolutely fantastic force. These look amazing. And of course, the Space Marine Scouts wouldn't be complete without the Blades of Cain, the Striking Scorpions from the Craft Worlds there, which contains 10 Striking Scorpions and a couple of little statues for some reason. These are less, what can I say, less options. They come with a shuriken pistol and a chainsword. Everyone's got a shuriken pistol and a chainsword except the Exarch, who can have a few different weapon options, most of which escape my poor memory right now, but these look great. And don't forget, your kill teams, because they are the Blades of Cain, and the way that they're working in this setup for Kill Team. You can take a few Striking Scorpions, but you can link them up with Dire Avengers, Howling Banshees, and which will massively increase your options. So you don't get the options so much in the Striking Scorpions. Your options, your melees, and your shooty guys come from the Dire Avengers and the Howling Banshees, which hopefully will be getting new sculpts soon. If not, hey, the old ones aren't too bad. Next up, we're looking at Warhammer for the Horus Heresy, Legions Imperialis, the Great Slaughter book. It offers you the chance to fight the most brutal battles of the Horus Heresy at epic scale with the Great Slaughter, the first campaign expansion book for Legions Imperialis. Along with a thick narrative section detail the movements of the Loyalist and Heretic forces around the Beta Garment campaign. The book includes new detachment data sheets for both Legiones Astartes and Solar Auxilia armies, rules for fighting battles between the entire armies of Titans and Imperial Knights, and a full campaign system for linking games together on the road to the infamous Battle of Nurkon City. And actually looks quite a nice book. You know, sometimes I look at this sort of stuff and I wish I was into Epic, but I just could never get onto painting those teeny tiny soldiers. But there you go. And also for the Legions Imperialis, we're looking at Solar Auxilia support, featuring rapier batteries, mounting quad launchers, laser destroyers, mole mortar arrays, tarantula platforms with las cannons and Hyperios missile launchers, and the dreaded Cyclops remote controlled bomb. Because there's nothing like a cute little robot crawling towards you and a remote control bomb and then blowing your legs out from underneath you. All is fair in love and war. And of course, the Solar Auxiliary would be nothing without the Legiones Astartes, so we're getting the Legiones Astartes support group, featuring multiple dreadnoughts, tarantula platforms with las cannons, Hyperios missile launchers, rapier batteries with quad launchers, Anvilis auto cannon batteries, and in fact, enough miniatures there with support options to flatten a few square miles of terrain, which would be usefully flat for the Malkador Infernus and Valdor tank destroyers to drive across. So the next up is those, and unleash the fiery destructions and annihilate enemy vehicles with the combined power of the Malkador Infernus and Valdor tank destroyer heavy tanks, which use their venerable Malkador chassis to mount enormous weapons far larger than a Lehman Russ could carry. Each multi-part kit contains 2 Malkador Infernus tanks and 2 Valdor tank destroyers for Solar Auxilia armies, along with a sheet of 288 transfers. It's a lot of transfers. Then we're looking at the Spartan Assault Tanks. Spartan Assault Tanks are a massive armoured conveyors built to carry infantry across treacherous battlefields, and they join the Legions Imperialis as the first transport detachment that can carry Terminator squads. This plastic squid contains 4 Spartans with options for sponsor-mounted las quad cannons and laser destroyer arrays for destroying things. And of course, none of that would be complete without a pack of 22 army cards split between formations and detachments for the Legiones Astartes and Solar Auxilia. 22 cards. I hope they're not too expensive, because it's only 22 cards. But there we go. And last but not least, this week we're looking at the Black Library Celebration e-short week for the 2024 subscribers. So another Black Library e-short week is here to deliver bite-sized literary delights with one short story released every day from the 19th of February. Each story follows characters from across the world of Warhammer, written by Black Library favourites Mike Brooks, John French, R.S. Wilt, Dave Geimer and Jude Reed. The stories can be bought separately as they're released, but to get all 5 for the price of 4, opt for the full week subscription. And that's it for this week. So we'll pop back into my beautiful face. I can't say that seriously. My beautiful face, where I will ask you, where possible, to get your pre-orders in from your friendly local game store for those who are still supporting Games Workshop that way. Many aren't these days, I'm hearing, but that's another story. My personal favourite is the fantastic Mighty Lantern Games down there in sunny Bridlington by the sea. QR code on screen, probably there, I think. And of course, a link in the description down below. They will give you up to 20% off our Games Workshop's RRP on all Games Workshop type purchases, but they also stock all your hobby needs, from paints to brushes to gamer's grass basing stuff, which is actually really good. I've spent a fortune on this stuff. This is gamer's grass stuff. This is absolutely great. Get some. This is this is amazing. Can't praise that stuff enough. If you've enjoyed my prattling, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and do all those wonderful YouTube things. Hey, leave me a comment, as I asked before. Don't forget, Lieutenant or Lieutenant, which one do you prefer? But that is it for me from this week. As always, I've been Waylander. You've been amazing. I love all your faces, and goodbye.